Hello everybody, and welcome back to D&D Blender presents Expedition from the Barrier Peaks. I'm your humble DM, Tim, and today we have Talon.
I'm awake, I promise.
And Scarthrax.
Poke. Yep, awake this time.
Stop it.
In the previous session, after returning to the present with the components of the Infernal machine of Lum the Mad, the device was reassembled. Kwalish taking control of the device restored Scarthrax's brain so that he was no longer feeble-minded. Finding out that the army of the Mind Flayer was on the march and heading towards one of the final outposts between Gorna and the Barrier Peaks. The party mounted up on their wagon and with the the addition of Duke Geoff, who had finally awoken from his cryo sleep, donning Flicker's power armor, and taking a couple of the swords that the party had gathered up, the Blade of the Medusa and the Polymorph Blade, arming himself, mounting up, and they all charged through to the Baron's Keep, the last bastion before Gorna. A battle ensued in which the party managed to take down 75 Type 1 biological entities, 25 Type 2 biological entities, 15 androids, and 1 very nasty disc robot. Fighting through all of that with quite horrendous casualties, but still managing to come out on top. The party now revels in their victory, standing in the Duke's keep amongst the remaining soldiers. And the Baron goes, "Well, it appears we have done it, sir. Your Grace, I'm grateful for all of your assistance. We have finally managed to fend off this. Will you be returning back to Gorna soon?" And Duke Geoff flicks up the visor after a little bit of a struggle, said, "Yes, we shall be returning. I think my absence has been felt for far too long. If this imposter is indeed taking control of my kingdom, that means I've been away for far too long. So, I leave the defense of this station in your capable hands. Do you require any assistance from us?" And the Baron looks around and says, "No, I think we'll be fine for the time being. The danger has abated. Just be sure to send reinforcements as soon as possible." And B-17 pipes up and goes, "Well, I'm happy to stay. I think they could probably use my expertise, and I do count as like 10 of their men in terms of fighting capacity." And Duke Geoff sort of looks at B-17, and the Baron and he sort of share a wary glance, and B-17 just disappears and just he goes outside. You hear him going, "Hut!" He starts moving bodies and shifting all the dead. He starts setting fire to all of the enemy bodies and bringing all of the wounded and dead inside. He goes, "Very well. Grateful for your assistance, robot man. With that, Your Grace, I bid your leave." And they both bow, and the Baron turns, and he and his men go about their business. And Duke Geoff turns to all of you. He goes, "Well, I don't think there's much point us hanging around here much longer. Do you still have that vehicle?"
I do believe it is still outside.
Well, somewhere we have it.
And Herbert goes, "Yeah, it's still out there. I parked it round the back." Thank you, little tentacly one." I'll put B-17 with the party there. And Horace goes, "Hey guys!" And he actually comes crawling up the wall in through the desert. Yes. "So we won!" Go, "Yeah, we did. High five. Woo!" through, and they start to start slapping tentacles and leaves.
I'm oddly chuffed by that little sentiment.
So what are we doing now?
Well, Duke, we're happy to escort you back to your capital.
Oh, that sounds fine. But I believe the plant was asking a question of you.
I was ascertaining with you first if that was acceptable to you, so that way I could then inform him.
Yeah, that is fine. Sorry, it's been a very bizarre day and a half.
Yes, it has indeed.
So what's the news?
Well,
Talon, are you
looks
saying
like-
anything? Sorry. Talon, are you saying anything, or it's not coming through?
muted.
Not yet. I was having alternative conversations.
Right. Okay. That's good.
I will say things now.
Okay.
Go for it.
The cats have stopped talking to me.
Oh, good.
So, I believe we need to go back to the town. And now that I have some information to bring back to the families of the adventurers who have died in the imposters' missions, we can proceed from there.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay here if you don't mind. City's not really my thing. I've been inside for a very long time. I'm kind of liking the forest, so if you don't mind, I think I might just lay down some roots. Maybe over there. There's a very nice pine I was talking to before.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, Herbert, it's been a blast, little buddy. It's like, oh, you too there, Hearth. Come here. And they start just doing this very elaborate tentacle leaf handshake. He goes, I'll be seeing you. Don't be a stranger now. And he goes, and Duke Geoff, don't worry about it. Just these guys, they'll get you out of any trouble that you find yourself in. And for me, if you ever come here and you hear me talking, just say hi. All right, bye. And he just slinks.
Bye.
He just slinks out.
He was an interesting plant.
Like, all right, so I'm gonna come with you. I don't really want to be alone.
Fair
Right,
enough. Fair enough. All right.
Let's, Geoff. Right, let us mount up. We have much ways to go. Although I imagine the journey will be much swifter with your special device.
Well,
Yes.
yes. It will indeed make things somewhat faster.
All right.
So, I
Yep.
believe that we're not that far from a actual road.
No. So let's go to the map. Da, 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 da. All right. So you're here. Yes. There's this trail here. So this trail will take you out of the Barrier Peaks proper. This will take you another day and a half to get through. It is a well-worn trail. You walked this trail on your way in to the Barrier Peaks. It took you about 5 days of regular travel, but it'll only take you another day and a half to get there this time. And so, doing that, you all mount up, you say your goodbyes, and
Head up.
Gonna let Kwalish know that.
Things were
That we're-
successful.
Yes, Kwalish. Yes, you inform Kwalish of your success and go, ah, that's very good. Well, I thank you for your assistance. I will continue my work here. You have my number if you need to find me. But I think our business arrangement will come to an end at this stage here. You're free to come and go as you please. You know where to find me, if you can find me, of course.
Very well.
My voice for him went kind of weird. I don't know
little.
I don't know.
That's okay.
I don't know what impersonation that was.
A little from column A, a little from column
Yeah. We sort of went from a little bit of everywhere there. All right. So, roughly 2 days travel go, and it's actually very, very uneventful. Herbert is just pleasantly observing everything. There's a lot of things that he hasn't really noticed before. And towards the end of the second day, you see the massive towers of the outer gates of the town of Gorna. They don't recognize you at first, but the guards challenge you at the gate, saying, "Hail, friend or foe?"
Friend. Always friend.
And
Yes.
Duke Geoff flicks, actually pushes the button and actually steps out of the armor. And then he goes, "Who are you, sir?" Bearing a striking resemblance to our grace. And he goes, he looks up and goes, "I am your grace. There's a lot, the one inside the town is an imposter." "What do you mean it's an imposter? You heard me, sir. You've been swearing your allegiance to an imposter all these years. I am the true Duke Geoff, who was lost in the Barrier Peaks, those many years ago."
He's right. He is indeed actually Duke Geoff.
And the two guards come out and says, "Oh, pardon us, your grace, but we will need to confirm this. If you don't mind surrendering your weapons, please." And he turns over his swords. The others look towards you. And are you going to turn over your weapons, or are you going to?
Have they asked us to?
Yes, that's the thing. You'll need to turn over your weapons. That's what they were.
We were employed by Duke Geoff, your Duke Geoff, to find the people who went missing in the mountain and take care of the animal problem from said mountain. We found this Duke Geoff in the mountain, and so we have come to collect our pay.
I understand that, but we'll just for the time being, just to make sure there's no mix-up. Yeah, if you could just hand over your weapons, that would make things a lot simpler. Please. You see, he's looking quite nervous. He doesn't really think he could challenge you guys if you refuse.
I'll pass him my daggers.
All right. He will take those, and he'll sort of look at the bow, and
I'll raise an eyebrow at him.
Yeah, he looks at the bow, and then he's like, "Well, there's no bolts," so he's like, "Yeah, okay." And he looks to you, Scarthrax.
I smile with way too much teeth. This is a religious icon.
It's also a weapon, sir.
And a religious icon. Surely you wouldn't part a priest from his icon.
You attempting persuasion or intimidation?
Oh, no, yes. I'm gonna finally try some actual persuasion. I've got persuade.
All right.
I'm not stupid, am I? No. I've got persuade.
Charisma is your casting skill.
Yeah,
so
you should be good with that.
24.
24 is like, suppose not, sir. And Geoff just sort of raises looking at an eyebrows like, and just shakes his head. Yes, lead on. He just tells the guy, "Please lead on. Take us to whoever's currently in charge. This imposter Geoff." And so they take.
It worked.
Yes, so they take you. I'm just going to use this place as the place.
The keep.
The keep. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes, for the. So they take you into the town, and you are escorted through. And they're also raising their eyebrows at the weird flump you've got with you. They don't see many of these things around. Let's grab these four guys. So you get escorted in by two soldiers, and you're met at at the door by a very regal man wearing awesome armor. This is not the Baron, the Regent. There you go. He says, "Hello there. I am the Regent, Josh." And he looks straight at Geoff and he goes, "Geoffrey, Your Grace, what? We thought you were... How is it that you've come to be here? You've been ill in bed for the past week and a half." Geoffrey's like, "Oh, it's a long story. That is not me. It's not that man. That man is an imposter. I am the true Duke Geoffrey. These people can attest. They rescued me from the dungeon up in the mountains."
The other
Yes,
Duke is a clone.
And the Regent goes, "Clone, eh? That's a high-level wizard spell."
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Cast by a mind flayer, who is now dead.
"Oh, Illithid, you say? Well, we must make haste quickly. Follow me." And the guards still keeping their spears on you. They're still not quite sure, but they bring you into. They take you down the corridor and into a very nicely furnished room. Two guards are at the door, and they see the Regent, and they turn and open the door and allow you entry. As you enter the room, you see there are two more guards inside, and the room has been... it's incredibly messy. It looks like a very nice bedroom, but there are books scattered all about the place. There's like bookshelves all along the wall, lit candelabra. There's no light in the room. They've completely drawn the curtains, though it is night, so that doesn't really matter. And the Baron indicates to actual Geoff of Sleepy Geoff. As you can see, he's our Grace lapsed into a coma over a week and a half ago. We have not been able to rouse him. None of our doctors know what has happened to him. But if you are in fact him and he is not you as it claims, then we've been serving an imposter all this time. I don't know how we can possibly tell which of you is the true Geoff. And the guards, two more guards come in. The two guards outside come in, spears at the ready.
Well, you see, the Duke Geoff, who's currently in a coma, was the creation of and being mildly controlled by the Illithid. And so him being in a coma is the proof, I guess, really, that he is no longer working, considering we killed the Illithid and destroyed any other devices that may have been controlling him.
Yes, I'm just going to do this here, actually. Copy. Can I copy? No, I can't do that. No, too many people in the room. That's right. I was just going to copy Sleepy Geoff to make to replace Armored Geoff, because Armored Geoff's not in his armor. Geoff slowly approaches the sleeping Geoff. The Baron steps closer. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to step between the Baron and the Duke. Basically just to...
so just like here.
Yeah, I'm going to preempt any shenanigans on behalf of the... If he decides that, I like being the Regent could be possibly be the new boss.
So now the Baron... sorry, the Regent, he actually steps to the end of the bed. And he actually looks to you, Scarthrax, because you're a healer. Is there anything that you can do to possibly bring him around?
To bring this one around? not without a very large amount of very, very powerful technology.
Surely your god is faith enough. You must have some means of restoring someone greatly.
Yes. No. Hint. Yes. I can do this, but only if the true Duke chooses for it to happen.
Yeah, and Geoff looks at you and just nods. Talon, is there any place you would like to be?
Yeah, I might come sit on this couch and just sort of watch with mild interest.
And Herbert's like, oh, just checking out the books.
Can I sit on the couch? It's gonna let me.
Hang on. There you go. You're slightly further back.
Yeah.
All right, so you step forward, Scarthrax.
Yes.
As you...
I lay my scaly hand upon his head.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Shall I burn a high level spell? No, we would have had a long rest.
Yeah, you've had several. Yeah.
Sorry, okay, let me just do that first. So I just realised that I've got a lot of spell slots there that I don't have. So cure wounds or this is revivify, maybe.
That's if he's dead.
Yeah.
He's not dead, so cure wound should work.
Okay, well I'll do.
You want greater restoration? He's like something that can restore him greatly.
Okay, do I have greater restoration actually queued up? I don't. I have lesser restoration.
Sure.
I don't know if you have. What's your highest level spell slot at the moment, Scarthrax? Yeah, I'm pretty sure greater restoration is fifth level.
Fine, we'll have a lesser restoration. That'll work for him.
I will do a lesser restoration.
Okay, so you lay your hands upon Sleepy Geoff and you cast your spell into him. As your hands touch and your divine energy goes into Sleepy Geoff, the head of Sleepy Geoff begins to move and he twists from side to side, and then you notice the eyes open wide and then the eyes retract inside the head, and springing forth from the head is...
Oh, this is gonna be weird.
Draw my bow.
a sexy brain monster. Rah!
Can I shoot it, please?
That's right. Initiative. This is the surprise round. I know you can't be surprised, but everyone else is very surprised.
Scarthrax isn't surprised. Geoff isn't surprised.
Shh. Just look, for fuck's sake, let me have this. Just one thing, please,
okay,
Leash.
Okay.
Just let me have a dramatic moment for once that your character doesn't ruin.
Okay. I can't help it.
Yes, you can. Just stop doing it.
I rolled an natural 20.
Of course you did. Fuck you.
I'll roll again.
Good.
Initiative. 19.
Fine. That'll be fine. Just have your 19. Jeez.
Look, I'm gonna retire my only character, okay?
Hey, look at that. The Intellect Devourer got a 19 too. So
He's ahead of me then.
yeah, so that's all right. So hang on. So Talon got 20.
3.
Brain got 19. Scarthrax got 10. And I will roll for Geoff, and the guards will be on the same initiative. 13.
Well, I know what one of those things is, like what an intellect devourer is.
Well,
It's
yeah,
like-
it's a brain with legs. That's something that doesn't exist inside of a normal human being. All right, Talon, just kill it then, for fuck's sake. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold a bang for the moment it moves.
Well, it's leaping. It's leaping out
Alright.
of Scarthrax, so.
Well, I mean, at Scarthrax?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot it.
Yeah.
I was gonna give you an option to move it and stuff first, but
No.
never mind. I will
It's
shoot it.
It's the creature that has caused harm to it by healing, so it's going.
It's going for a scuttle.
Yes.
16.
Yeah, I guess that hits. Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
stand up, you bitch!
20 radiant damage.
Cool, it's dead. Well done.
Yeah,
Combat's
you're
over.
welcome. Sorry. You should have had me fall asleep again on the couch first.
So, with that, Sleepy Jeff becomes Dead Jeff.
You did say this was going to be quick.
Yes. I know he's now Jeff.
Does that answer your questions, sir?
And the regent goes, "It does indeed. Your Grace, we're so glad to have you back." And Jeff turns and goes, "It's good to be back." Everyone goes, "All hail Duke Geoff! All hail Duke Geoff, the conqueror of the barrier peaks!" Hooray! Fade to black.
Okay.
A few weeks go, like a few days go by with Jeff sorting out himself. You guys basically having the run of the city and the temple, getting fed, wanting to do meals, people asking you questions, telling stories. You get your payment, of course. Jeff makes sure that you are well paid, but he insists that he would like you to stick around for a ceremony and medals, which will be happening in a couple of weeks' time, if you wish to stick around. But he would like you to, but it is not mandatory. Basically, the way that he puts it.
I will give him a list of names of all of the adventurers that his imposter sent into the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
and explain to him what the imposter was doing, and ask him to compensate the family of the adventurers with the majority of the reward money that he's given me, and maybe give them the medal. And then I guess I'm gonna tip my hat and disappear off into the distance.
Okay.
Not sticking around.
So you come to him one night and you have that conversation. And he goes, "It shall be done." And he turns around. He goes, "I'll be sorry to see," and then you're gone. So you Batman him out the window.
I can fly, remember?
Yes. Scarthrax.
Yes.
After having completed your mission in the Barrier Peaks, a week or so goes by, and you and Herbert are Star Wars style, given an awesome an awesome ceremony with an honor guard. You and Herbert walking down the red carpet towards Duke Geoff, where you are met with revels and cheers and all sorts of confetti. Jeff with his power armor to his... Oh, it's on his left. It used to be on the right side. No, that was the right side. It's his right, my left. He makes Herbert a official knight of the Dutchy of Geoff, the first ever flump, and grants you free passage through all of his lands, as well as a very special medal, making you a member of the Watch, which I will grant you that special magic item in a moment. And they have decided to erect a statue of you in the center of town, which looks quite a bit like this. All awesome and black.
Excellent.
Yes.
And one night when nobody is watching, I walk over and I dedicate it to the eternal glory of Tiamat.
And of course, the other statue, the statue of the mighty Flumph, Herbert.
Alan is very glad that her likeness was not cast.
Yes.
That would completely ruin any further missions.
And not long after the ceremony, Scarthrax, you receive a summons from your mistress. It is time, Scarthrax, for you to lead my army. And a portal opens. Do you step through?
Gladly, with that awful, cheesy grin on my face. With just a little bit too much teeth.
Yes. And so, with that, Scarthrax, you head off to hell in the service of your mistress Tiamat. And all throughout the Barrier Peaks, there is silence for about a month. And then, one day, there is the strangest sound. The sound of a reverse explosion. As the entire mountain reverse explodes and folds back in on itself. All of the creatures that were scattered about, you see them all being drawn in to the mountain. And now, adventurers that venture up in that mountain and find that silvery door see a gold plaque at the door. The Laboratory of Kwalish. Appearances by appointment only.
Nice.
And that is where we're going to leave today's session.
No, good. That was cheeky bugger.
Yeah. He'll be paid a visit in the future by Talon.
Yeah,
I guarantee you that much. Yep.
And so with that ends your journey to and from the Barrier Peaks, with Scarthrax fulfilling his destiny in hell, Talon disappearing off, becoming a legendary adventurer and Robin Hood almost. Basically, whenever injustice is felt around the land, there's always stories about the radiant bow or the radiant arrow that just pierces out of nowhere and kills everything in one shot, bringing justice and balance to the land.
Calling card of the Little Claw.
The Little Claw, yes.
Nice.
And that's where we're going to leave it. Alright, well, for now, that's where we're going to leave today's session. So, thank you all very much for watching. For those of you watching this on Twitch, you can find all of the back sessions on youtube.com/c/D&D Blender. As well as all of the other bits and pieces that we do, as well as the other campaign that I run, the B Team, which may be becoming the B and C Team in the coming weeks. I'm really not sure how that's going to play out, so we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, thank you to my players, Talon.
Didn't fall asleep this time.
And Scarthrax.
I'm off to go and kill things in hell.
And until next time, everybody, remember to keep on blending. Bye! From the roof.
Surprise.
a giant shadow-type creature descends down upon you.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
First encounter of the game. Thing
Yeah.
she's scared of most.
It's like, ah! A shadow, the shadow on the ceiling comes to life and descends down upon you.
The literal darkness has come to eat.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no!
Everything I've been feared of my entire life. It's real!
It's real! You poke the tiles and you hear, it makes it gives a tone.
I'm gonna jump back in alarm. It seems to be communicating with us.
Well, you were holding it, so it just hits the floor. I'm gonna try and carry that thing.
I will check out the rod-like objects without touching the black dangly things or putting my feet in the water as much as possible.
Alright, so you're not really going to be able to, it's going to be out of your reach.
Well, I'll go in the water, but I'm not going to touch the black dangly things.
So, as you touch the water, because you are wearing full plate, Constitution saving throw, please. And it just starts banging into the door.
Just break his knees.
Oh, I finished that off.
A handsome human male dressed in a strange garment is present in this room. A table rests nearby with a large and somewhat cylindrical object standing beside it. A number of metal rods ending in curious and somewhat terrifying items protrude from the ceiling. You're stepping inside the suit like you're walking around and you hear, and then suddenly, whoosh, the inside of the suit is now on fire. And you take 51 points of... Sorry, no, it's not fire, it's gas. You take 51 points of poison damage. As your suit completely fills with gas and you are unable to breathe. Hello to you all. What brings you here?
We were sent by Duke Geoffrey to kill all the bad monsters that were coming out and killing people. You don't look like the kind of person who goes out and kills people, though.
Oh, it's very dangerous here. And he comes closer to you. As this hulking monstrosity dives straight towards you, its tentacles flinging out, attempting to encapsulate you. So here comes its initial attack.
Do I have any time to do anything as I see it coming to me?
No, like,
Would I be able to use-
it just dives out of the darkness
Okay.
straight at you. So.
Yeah.
You can take a
Alright.
bonus action to panic.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, how's your day been?
Oh,
Buddy?
it's been kind of. Oh, careful there. These other plants, they're kind of dangerous. You might want to go round. Yeah, just take the door through the corridor. I'll meet you at the other end, okay?
Sure. Are you gonna eat us?
What? No, absolutely not. I'm strictly a vegan.
Herbert,
Yep,
so they can get on.
they tentacle out and mount up on the sled, and then you guys, big awesome guitar moment.
That's shit.
Big awesome guitar moment flying out of the rear hatch of the